So a lot of you have asked what I do when I'm not streaming. What games do I play? Well, this is pretty much the game I play. Secretly, I kind of wish Eve worked for streaming because then I could mix all the pleasure in the world with work. But Eve doesn't, sadly. It's just not very interesting to watch. But here's us today, cleaning up our new space. Now some of you are like, what do you mean your new space? Well, my corp would be the equivalent of clan for those who need a reference point. My corp got sovereignty recently, like in the last week. Which reminds me, Izane, if you're watching this, you need to log in and move, like right now. Ask people where to go and get your shit moved because the Citadel's come down tomorrow. I'm just saying. But yeah, and we're just flying around right now, blowing the shit out of this abandoned pos that somebody left behind. And you guys at the end of this video will get to see it go twinkle twinkle boom. But in the meantime, on the other side of the screen you can see me exercising at night because I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back into routine now that I have my computer back. Go fucking figure there, Fiaura, that you would need to do that because you're just silly that way. I do a lot of Eve, actually. It's one of the few games I can say that actually makes me think. Like, I can say that about a lot of games that make me think, that push my mind to the limit. But Eve is kind of a cerebral experience. You're always pushing your mind as far as it'll go. And there's no question about it. You have to keep your brain running. And as so long as my brain's running like that, it can reach a point of exhaustion. And once it reaches that point of exhaustion, I can reliably sleep. So, Eve helps me sleep. And that's one of the reasons it's kind of important to me. I'm sorry if you can't really hear me at full volume. I'm plugging something in. And it has been for a while. Now, for a long time, I am free to admit that I was not out here in null-sec space, i.e. the Wild West of Eve. Well, almost. It's kind of one of the Wild West. It's not like completely unsettled, uncharted land so much as the law is what the players make of it at the time. But I like it out here. I mean, I make shit, besides the fact I make shitloads of money. Go figure. Anyone would love making shitloads of money in Eve. And some of you are going, well, how much is shitloads of money, Fee? And I'll tell you, while you're getting past the pretty of the dreadnoughts that are here, helping us take this thing down. Yeah, Caldari dreadnoughts with missiles. Never thought I'd see the day when there was a missile dreadnought. But, yeah. This is where I live. This is, what I genuinely like doing when I'm not streaming. When I'm not recording, when I'm not here with you guys. We sit out here and we blow stuff up. Whether it belongs to us or other people is irrelevant. We just do it. And it's regarded as one of the most fun activities I've ever had the pleasure of being a part of. So that much said, I can honestly say that I would not trade it for anything. And that's the truth. I've recently actually stopped playing Eve by myself, which has made it a lot more fun. I can say that's a lot more enjoyable, is to play it with others. And I can honestly say that I don't have, I can say I don't have near as much boredom, or just trying to push my mind to a limit that was already reached, particularly now that I'm out in the middle of nowhere space. Which again, I actually also play this, I hate to say it, but I need a break from you guys. And Eve is my escape. There's one of you who's joined me, and I don't expect anyone else to. I actually would be slightly offended if you guys took all that time to come out and join me, because, let's face it, Eve is not the most entertaining of games, and is therefore not the most, interesting of things to watch. That's why the Eve box is much smaller than my exercise box right now. And it's going to stay that way. If you haven't taken the hint, that's kind of how these videos work. Now, the reason I'm going over Eve and stuff I like to do when I'm not with you guys, besides painting and reading, is everybody needs activities. You need stuff that, it's not just busy work, so to speak, it's stuff you do that makes it worthwhile. And it's that kind of stuff that, you know, you gotta have. And if you don't, then, I mean, what do you have? What do you honestly have that you do if you don't have something worthwhile to be doing outside of work? I mean, my work, my job might not pay me the best, but I said one day, you know what, I can live on not the best income if I can just have fun doing it. And by God, playing video games for a living, even though I don't make the most money, is freaking amazing. I'm actually at the point where someone whom I have not watched on Twitch in a while, and I probably should. I'm at where she was last year, Distracted Elf. I'm at where she was last year in terms of followers. And hopefully, by this time next year, I'll be, you know, well over 10,000. And hopefully, you're getting on 20,000 maybe if you guys make it possible. Just remember, that share button, you know, hit it, slap it, whenever you're watching one of my videos and you find it entertaining. But what do I find so nice about Eve? I mean, it's not relaxing, because I don't mine. I don't go out and mine asteroids. I go out and blow stuff up. But what I find about it is that for me to sleep, I have to push hard to get my brain to the point at which it has exhausted all of its neurons and it needs to rest. And Eve does that. You guys see me playing Armored Warfare nowadays, and I'm still talking. I'm running my mouth while playing. And I'm keeping my energy up and everything, but I'm not actually pushed to the limit. I have more, there's more that my mind can do. So, in this case, Eve is a game that, while it's not interesting to watch, it's actually kind of boring to watch. as I said earlier, it's something that can break my brain. And it feels like constantly I'm just trying to push to the next little bit of a level. Just the next little bit, and making my mind work and process just a little bit more and just a little bit harder and a little bit faster. So that's why I do it. And it's games like that that I find the absolute truest joy in. Is when I can just go to town. Non-stop. And so, I need that. So yes, Eve is one of the few luxuries that I allow myself. It really is. It's $15 a month. I only have one account. I don't have like a shitload of alts like a lot of the people I play with. I have the one person. They're trying to convince me to get an alt. They're trying really hard. For planetary resources. So I'm considering it, but I don't know if I want to put more time and effort into planetary resources every day, but it would be nice. I mean, it would be nice to make a shitload of supercomputers every day. A shitload more anyway. But what do you guys do? Now that I've had this long, boring ass talk about what I do and why I do it, what do you guys do? Seriously. You have my character name in Eve, which means that some of you might actually hunt me down. Think of this as a recruitment video for my corp. Just, you know, I'm not going to go any further than that into that subject. I would rather you not hunt me down, but if you want to, I'm not going to argue. Just understand that when I'm playing Eve, I'm doing it to relax and to unwind and to release. But there you guys go. What I do in my off time. Tomorrow's subject is hopefully going to involve miniatures again. I'm going to see about going tomorrow and picking up some frigates and corvettes, because I'm tempted to paint the Dreadnought, but I kind of want to put it off till last. So instead we're going to go get some frigates and corvettes, get them primed up for you guys, and you guys will get to see some smaller ships for the Cerulean fleet. And hopefully this week, I keep saying this week. Fact of the matter is, I'm trying to get the other person to go with me. I need 2 people. It's a 2-person game. That means somebody needs to come with me, who I know for a fact is going to be there with their models and be able to play. So hopefully, Silver will be able, Doomkit and Jay, I love you, girl. I just wanted our sleep schedules to sync up, and I want us to go play some Firestorm. So hopefully it happens. Anyway, that's everything, guys. I'll see all of you tomorrow for more exercise and more Fiaura therapy. Dun dun dun! Anyway, bye! Boom! There's the explosion I promised.